Okay, I needed sub 250 drone. 252, no! It's 25, just dot is a different place. So we've got a very small drone, it's a Betafpv Air65. And the fact that I've got its competitor, it is Mobitel Air65, so today we will make a review and we'll make a compare. So let's go! Okay, so complectation. We've got drone itself ready to fly. No, ready to fly. It's should be connected to your remote. Then we've got micro canopy, 4 spare props, adapter to connect to USB, and spare screws to connect engines. There are no prop removal or screws for frame. Well, what we have. Next, the drone itself, it uses Meteor 65 light frame, which is very light and should be enough robust, include taking into account its weight. What else specific? The camera mount canopy, it's formed plastic, it's not 3D print, so it's interesting. It we rotate it in this way and put to the install with 4 screws. We install camera here and tie it with extra screw, so the camera should be held rather good. What else interesting do we have here? We've got U mount BT20 connector, which is rather good. When you connect batteries, the wire itself is not turned, so it should not break your wire. Okay. By the way, batteries are not included in the setup. No batteries, no charger. You can buy it separately, so you can use these lava batteries 260 or 300 milliampere hour. It bots 75C. Oh no, this is 80C. It is high voltage, so it's 4.35 volts. So what else do we have? Let's compare it with its competitor, with Mobitel Air65. So as you can see, the size is very similar. The approach is very similar. Here we've got maybe more hard frame rather than this. But this canopy is 3D printed. This is the form. On Betafpv we've got camera a bit bigger. We will compare the quality of video separately. What else do we have? Here we've got PH20 old connector, which is better on Betafpv BT20. Both has same engines, at least the same size engine, 0702 23,000 kV high-speed motors, and both has melted contacts. What is the difference? It's in flight controllers. Both has all-in-one controller, but in Mobitel Lab we've got everything integrated, ELRS integrated and video integrated. But we've got this antennas, just a piece of wire antenna. It's difficult to see, but it is. And here we've got, surprise, we've got all-in-one, but we've got integrated video chip. And it has a common dipole antenna, which is installed here in canopy with UFL connector, so it's very standard. And we've got the ELRS module separate, not integrated. Here we've got Betafpv small ELRS module with flat antenna, the smallest, the lightest. So it's interesting solution. By the way, the bigger Air65 will have bigger chip with integrated UART ELRS. Compared to this one got SPI ELRS. So that is interesting. So now let's compare weight. Okay. Betafpv it's 17 and 1, this is 1, 17 and 1 the same, and with battery let's compare with 300 milliamperes, 25 and 3, and this one with native battery will be 25 and 7, so the Betafpv is a bit lighter, and you can use smaller battery, which will give you 24.3 grams. Very light. Okay, so let's now disassemble and look closer. Okay, with a closer look we can see actually antenna, camera, and if we turn this away we can unplug camera because it's connected with a small connector, and what we see Express LRS PCB, which we can move away. It is connected here, and according to specs we've got serial video connection, LED strip pod, and at this side, difficult to see, but on this side we have another one serial. We have one more serial here, and we've got duplication of video input. So not so big, but we've got 3 serial ports. 1 is used and 2 are free. And actually, if you want to connect buzzer, you can reprogram LED strip pinout, so you actually can connect buzzer itself. So that's interesting. Now, to connect your remote, just as usual any other Express LRS device, you turn your drone on, wait for 1 minute, and it provide you with Express LRS Wi-Fi network. Connect there with the password Express LRS and just open the web page that it provides. The address of this page is 10.0.0.1. As you can see here, we've got ELRS version 3, so this is the main I was looking for. So just enter my pairing phrase or bin word, and that's done. Okay, let's validate. Connect the drone, go to the tab. Which tab I need? I need receiver, yeah. So try sticks, yeah, it works as I expected. Now let's check configuration, nothing interesting, and here are ports. There is interesting, so you can see UART3 is used for serial RX. UART2, which does not have its own pod, is used for video transmitter, and UART1, UART4 is available for any usage. In video transmitter I've used A4 channel. As you can see, the channel map and power map. Wow, it has a pit stop. Low power on disarm is turned off, so be careful, do not overheat. And OSD I have configured it in this way. So I've got receiver, transmission power, my sticks, throttle, battery and timer. So as you can see the flags that I have used to configure this OSD. It's enough trivial. And one interesting thing, this flight controller has a black box, 16 megabytes, which is very good in case if you would like to adjust speed tuning, if you would like. So it's very good modern flight controller. So let's go to test. And here we are. Please meet all digital computer graphics. Ah no, it's just the simple analog. Yeah, the resolution is very weak, but actually the camera itself is very light and very small, so we don't expect a very good resolution here. Anyway, it works well in contrast, because as you can see the sky is overlapped, but still I can see details in the shadow. And the drone itself, it feels very durable. I can fall, I can bump, I can do anything and it still remain alive. And I can control it very good, even taking into account my bad pilot skills. So it's very smooth in its control, and I really like the control and how it feels. And now time to compare to Mobile, which camera is better and which control is better. Do you see the difference? I don't see the difference. The resolution is very the same, but actually if you fly longer, you can see this difference in brightness. Not actually not brightness, but contrast. The contrast on Mobile is too high, so when the bright sky is in your frame, it makes the shadow become too dark. So the picture on the Betafpv Air, it's more readable when you have a contrast in your camera view. That's interesting. Okay. And as for control, I really like Betafpv control more. It's like more smooth. And now, when the evening came and people have left the children playground, I have a chance to try the camera in the dark condition and to try how drone interacts with the external environment. And as you can see, the drone is well. He feels super. Well, what the main I would like to tell about this drone? It's indestructible. Don't believe me? Just try yourself. It's alive. So, do you need anything else to tell? Isn't it enough? Well, what I can say about this drone? This drone, it's like iddqd. Old fag will understand me. So, you can crash, you can fly wherever you want. I have crashed walls, I have crashed stones, and everything was okay. But just note, don't repeat this experiment at home, because when I was throwing this drone to the wall, I have bit damaged the battery, but the drone remained alive. Well, the drone alive, but the battery is... It's alive, but I would not like to use battery that was somehow physically moved, updated. Well, okay, what's next? How is it good or bad to fly it? It is good. I have compared it with its competitor with Mobile 6, and don't know why, but Betafpv Air65 flies much more smoother and much more comfortable. Maybe rates, maybe pitch units, but I can fly this drone much more accurate than Mobile. Interesting, but fact. I have tried a few times, so I like it very much. Another aspect, the construction. As I already told, ELRS module is moved separately. It's good. The flat antenna is not the more. It is a less distance from the whole set of Betafpv ELRS receivers, but still it is more than enough at the distance that this drone might fly. Separate video antenna is also very good, so even if you lose it, probably all will be fine and you can install another one, so should be good. About overheating. When I was flying, I have never saw any point about overheating. Only once, when I left the drone turned on for about a minute or more, it has shown me 75 plus temperature Celsius, which is very, very normal, especially taking into account that it is all-in-one chip. Anyway, don't leave all-in-one chip turned on for a long time without flying. So, what's about conclusion? The conclusion that I like this drone very, very much. So, thank you and see you next time.